Well, nomination of candidates is purely an internal affair of a party. Now, if you look at the issue of Peter Obi, for instance, though he was a new entrant in Labour Party decided to give him the ticket. And so even when other persons came up to say, look, he's not a member of Labour Party, the court heard that, look, if the party were satisfied with him, you are not a member of the party, then who are you to now challenge it? Of course, that should have come from people who contested with him, not somebody from outside. Now, looking at maybe the case of Plateau, let's use the Plateau State matter as a case in point. Now, there were two factions in Plateau State before the primaries. The governor, the embattled governor, was a member of one faction. Now, the NWC of PDP had to set up a caretaker committee. But the caretaker committee were also disposed to one faction, which had the governor. The governor was a member of that faction. Now, there was a court order saying that the caretaker committee should not conduct any congress. They should not conduct any primaries. But they went ahead to do all this, which of course amounts to contempt. That was contempt of court. Now, it was like whatever the court had said was nothing. They just shoved it aside and went on with whatever they had to do. Now, the issue in that case is not whether it's a party affair or is a pre-election matter. You know, if you look at the Constitution, Section 177, now for you to be a governor, you must be a citizen of Nigeria by birth. You must have attained a school certificate level. You must not be less than 35 years. And then ultimately, you must be sponsored by a political party. Now look at this scenario. If there was a court order saying, do not conduct, yet you went ahead, are we going to say that he was being sponsored by a party? No. Even when you look at the Electoral Act, I can't remember the section now, it says that an issue on which you might consider a pre-election matter could be a post-election matter if it is the fact that your nomination was being contested at the time of elections. Now, the governor of Plateau State was nominated, but that nomination was being contested by other persons, saying that, look, there's a court order saying that the caretaker committee should not conduct any primaries or even congresses in the local government. But yet they went ahead and did all that. So there was a contestation, whether we like it or not. So that made it a post-election matter. And now, APC carefully crafted their petition to say, look, this man was not sponsored by a political party because that court order still subsists. So it's different from every other matter. So one thing, it's really sad that lawyers these days, they are always the first to come to town to castigate the judiciary. It's very, very sad. You know, in law, there's what you call distinguishing. Not all cases are on all fours. You might have a case A and then another case. You must be able to, if you cannot distinguish them, it means all the facts are the same. But where you can distinguish them, they are not the same. Now you can distinguish this Plateau case from the Peter Obi's case, or even the Shettima's case. Shettima was accused of double nomination. But the man had been nominated to run for a senatorial seat. He didn't buy form to be vice president. He was picked to be running mate. Thereafter, he quickly resigned. He wrote to PDP to say, look, conduct a by-election. I've been picked by the standard bearer of the party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to run with him. So for me, I really don't know where that double nomination was coming from. Because there was still ample time for by-elections to be conducted. And then the man said, I've been picked as running mate. He didn't purchase any form. He didn't. It's unlike when you go and purchase a form. So he didn't purchase any form. He simply moved over to be vice presidential candidate. And the by-election was conducted in a senatorial district.